So my project today is sorting this out. I did have this all nicely organised into different categories. Then I had it on the arm of the chair when I was doing a project last week. Not this one, it was another one. I'm just pulling some of the bits out of this bit. And it literally went completely all over the floor. So now, once and again, while I'm having a rest and having a sit sort of thing, watching a bit of TV, I'm sort of going through it and reorganising it even better, hopefully, than the original. But I had it like Christmas embellishments. I had things like all the blues together, or what I call the vintage type things, which is like these, which I've now pulled out. All my little strips like this. If you remember, this sits on my desk, and I sort of, this is my go-to place for anything, first of all, if I can, before I go into anything else. But it means reorganising everything else. So I'm sort of got pieces of card here, and then I've got things like this to do with cards that I've set for this one. That was off another card, but these are the bits I've just dropped on the floor. They were actually from a calendar and things like that. And I had these little sort of envelopes, and then like what I call this from the sweet treat range. So that's what I'm trying to get done and organise it so that I can pick things up, whether it's to do with a project, crafting, or even my planner. So I'm going to progress with this. I am not going to show the whole thing, but I'll probably just show you clips as and when I get to a certain stage. As you're well aware, if you've been following me, you know my cubby is just basically a walk-in cupboard that we've taken the doors off. This is at the side of the lounge, goes that way, the dining room goes that way. That is just my light for filming. It's not messy, it's organised chaos. Every once in a while I do have to declutter because it gets so messed up, and I've only got a small bit of my desk left. But this is all to do with how I organise my embellishments. It gives me a chance to review, which I do regularly. So watch this space because I will be decluttering. Their project's ready to go out. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, they've been left, hopefully posted. My main embellishment drawer is this one, and it might not look it, but it is organised. I've got like all my gems here. I use these little baggies that I got from Amazon a while back, and they were really reasonable. That has all bits and pieces in. Try bag things up so I can grab them for whatever project or my planner. These are just longer bits that don't actually fit in here. I've got tags here. As you know, I do a tag book, which is at the side there that I constantly deal with. Yeah, cake cases I use. Extra gems there. I've got little bits here for projects, like I got these from Hobbycraft. I think they were like 25p each. As you know, it's a caravan. I've got a couple of those. These are just general packets of embellishments and things, and as you know, I do buy a lot of cards and things from the charity shop because I use those. That one's still got the price on 29p, and it's got like fishing on, and that handy for any cards and things and projects. And I tend to look for things that are on clearance in stores as well, or after the season. At the back here, I do have a Christmas range of all sorts of different pieces at the back there. I try and keep like Easter together, birthdays, things like that, or just general. So that is that. If I need ribbons, they're in this one, as I say. And then the top two of everything to do with my die cut machine, which is just here. This is to do with embellishments, And this is my desk, as I said. At the side here, because I've got quite a few projects on the go, I bag them up. This is one that I've been doing in the evenings, but I'm having trouble with my left eye. I'm having treatment, which is I've got a hospital appointment next week, so might not be perfect. So anybody who receives my little projects, I do apologise if they're not as neat, but I'm not going to stop crafting, even though, you know, sometimes I do have sight problems. These are the books I've been using. This is the summer one from the range, and like I said, I've bagged things up so I can just grab them if I want to go to the caravan or want to do a project in the lounge or whatever. Everything is there. Like I said, at the moment it's just needs really decluttering. Projects on the way out there. I keep my tag book here that I use, and I'm doing some mini tags as well. I'm going to pull this out. This is what's got Christmas embellishments aside that drawer there, here, and this is what is my go-to box first of all, and I'm organising it and pulling stuff out, you know, that I'm likely to use, whether it's for a notebook, planner, or crafting, or like my cards. I got papers and that there, and then again I use these pencil cases that I've got for like 8p and 19p from the range there, and I'll show that closer one up in a moment. So it's just easy to pick things up if I've crowd them. I also use a CD case there for embellishments, and also at the top there has like my die cuts that I've spent time dealing with, and also under embellishments I've got a folder there that has my stickers in. So I'm going to put you on the stand now so I can show you, you know, what I've been progressing. This has actually been in the evenings, or you know, a bit each day over a number of days, so this is not all done sort of in one day. Okay, so this is my go-to sort of container. Like I said, I intend to keep this at the side of me. It was reduced down to £3 on clearance from TK Maxx, and I know that because I've just looked underneath and I've still got the price on. Sometimes if it's discreet, I do that. As you know, I like the white and gold, and I got this box here that I paid, you know, a little amount from the charity shop, Bernardo. So that's that. Like I said, needs decluttering, which obviously is on my to-do list. Now, when I'm doing any organising or something like this, I allowed myself a few days, or including the evenings, to do little bits, because it's cutting up pieces, it's sort of reviewing, organising, and possibly decluttering if necessary, which is hard one when you're crafting, because you want to keep every bit of paper and everything. But that's what I was doing. So in this one, it's got all what I call little flags that I've made, mostly for my planner in different things, but also I can use them in mini books. Some of them are different sort of widths and everything. There might even be a couple of little bits that are just sort of strips, but they're all little flags, and like I said, I can use them whatever purpose I want. This one is what I call my vintage one, and it's from this sort of range that originally came from Poundland. I really wish they'd bring these back. So there's that, and as I said, I cut all this, and very often I will do that in an evening if I'm not crafting. So that's all in there. This is sort of different things, little pieces, oddments and everything that I can use for embellishments. And I know I keep saying that word a lot, you know, and different cards and everything. There should be no Christmas stuff because that's in that box here or in my drawer. These are large pieces. I've got some circles here. I got these that I cut off of the Disney, you know, sort of pieces that I was doing a party decor for, you know, just oddments try and use these up. These came out of a book from the range. Little envelopes, those card things that I got off of a calendar. I stamped that, and bits of paper and just things, you know, that hopefully I use up as quick as possible. Then I've used little baggies to arrange things. These are like numbers that I can use in my planner, so they probably will transfer into my planner pouch, but at the moment I've put them here because I need to go through my pouch. These sort of things have come off packaging, and like the yellow, so that's yellow and green. I've got some Easter pieces which probably could go away, some Winnie the Pooh. These are like endearments, happy birthday, and there's a couple of things that I've made as well to go on cards. This is actually cut off a book. It's got cards, die cuts and things like that. That is because in my planner for next month I'm going to do a spread, maybe more than one spread actually, a week, maybe a couple of weeks of crafting. And then I've got these maroon pieces that I've put all together, so they're all in one place. Little tags in that one, and hearts. I've got a few hearts that I cut off a card. These ones here are all like the thick cardboardy type of embellishments and endearments and things like that. So I've kept those separate. And little cupcakes and things in that one. So that is my go-to box first of all, for whatever project I'm dealing with at that time. So I'll just put that to the side, make sure I don't jolt you too much. Then I'll show you, as I said, besides the drawer, I've got all my Christmas pieces in here, and yes, I've known even in a mini heat wave and in the past I've done things like Christmas crafts and cards. I try and make a few cards each month, so by the beginning or middle of November I've done all my cards. So this is what this is. This isn't really organised, anything to do with Christmas that I've cut up or end of lines or something I put in here. Yes, I bought another set of those cutters from Pound Stretcher because I want to do a wreath, but I put them in there for the time being, and it could be sort of little bits of card. I bought these, if you remember, reduced down to 20p from the range a while back. They are tags, but I thought I could use them as embellishments. So that's those. And like I said, I've even got a few bits that I've die cut. Christmas cheer there, papers, cards, and things that I've cut off cards previously that I might want to use. That maybe not so much grandson, but I think I kept it for that to use as that as a base. But like I said, and that's a 3D one that I've made, Christmas moments. So on that piece of card, you know, so I just got them in here so that I can use. I've said this before, and I bought a lot of these from the B&M, if you remember, and I paid something like 20p, 50p for a whole set. Whether I use them for tags or cut them up along there. So I've got Winter Wonderland there in the gold, pink is Pink Christmas and that, and like that. So I've got a couple of sets there. Another sort of set I purchased was these. I think these came from B&M. Again, these are the tags, but could use them for tags, or you can put them on front of a card, things like that. So that's all my sort of Christmas bits in that box. And so when I'm sorting out, so it thinned it down a little bit in my go-to box, just to keep it, you know, sort of a little bit decluttered. And yes, my Inspire little card there, and this came from Primark with my little crystal owl. That was actually a gift. like I said, things like that. And I have bits at the side here and use these when I'm a quick preview there of something that I'm making, and some cards in here, and yeah, and I've got a lot of bits and pieces, tags I'm making, all the same sort of range here as well. So that is there, and sort of what I'm going for I have at easy reach, and so I can grab. This is the thing, it might be a small space, but very often I don't even have to get up from my chair, I can just swing round. Like I said, I use these sort of things, again I can just use them as sort of grab bags with different things, and some things may seem strange to some people, but I know what I'm doing. So in here I've taken out all the sort of black, because as you know I do black themes in my planner. There's some gold pieces, and yes, barcodes. It might seem strange to some people, but I know what I'm doing. So I've kept these because if I've got a little endearment I can put that on there, and then I've made some little flags that I've put separately because they're black and white, to go in my planner. So yeah, so anything I feel that will go with this sort of range I will put in this pouch, ready for my planner for next month. So that's sort of bits of gold in there as well. I know there's other pieces that I can pull out ready, so that's that. This set come from the range. Got a big one there, and I spent you know, a couple of evenings cutting bits up so they're all ready and waiting to go. And I've put in the colour scheme, I have put flags and strips. As I say, I do cut up strips like you've seen from the edging of endearments, so I can use those rather than washi tape to separate, say, the days of the week. This is my Disney one. This one they've still got the tag on, went down to 19p. This is everything to do with Disney. I've made up some 3D card. So there's Mickey there, Minnie. Things like this. That was Primark. That was the tag. I said use tags, and I think a few of you did comment that I'm not the only one that does this. And then say some embellishments that I got from, I think it was Poundland, and these are things that I've cut up off of the packaging out of the outside of the book, because I use all those things. And if you see my planner for this month, I have done a Disney range as well. So all this is the same sort of range, and there's Belle that I've cut off packaging as well. So that's all Disney. Like I said, when I'm watching TV with a family, this is what I do. All my strips I've put in here, get a little bit bent because I did have them in that go-to box, but they're here. Bits that I've cut off. I've shared this a number of times. These sort of things, that useful. And like I said, explain, that's what's been cut off out the outside of the book just there. All these things can be used, all these sort of strips, either for my mini books or for my planner. I mean, you have to, as a crafter, I'm sure I'm not the only one, you have to save the pennies where you can. And like I said, I try and buy things on clearance if I can, except for those block books, which is these. I paid full price, but for £2.99 I don't think there's a problem. So I do have, different places where I do actually leave my embellishments, but I know where to find them, and just grab them as and when. I've still got to go through my planner and pouch, but reviewing constantly what I have saves me money and effort going out and spending money, even if it's just in an evening, sorting a small little section out so I know what I've got. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.